What's going on, YouTube? Eric and Kevin here, Two Brothers Prep. Just wanted to go through a review of this Maxpedition Sabercat Versa Pack today. This is a loadout that I carry in the trunk of my car. I don't know if anybody else watched the video of what I carry in the trunk of my car. This is one of the items. Said I'd do a review on it, so here we go. There's actually three different things on this bag. The original is the Maxpedition Sabercat. This is Maxpedition's FR1 pouch that I use as a medical kit. And I have Maxpedition's water bottle holder, canteen holder over here, and a mil-spec canteen. So to start off going through the bag, I wanted to show you guys one of the modifications that I actually made to the bag. And if you notice this carry handle on the top, the straps go all the way around the bag, okay? Well, one of the problems that I have with this is when you go to get into the bag, this loosens up. So anything you may be carrying underneath, if you wanted to get into the top part of the bag, would loosen up and drop down. So I modified half of it so I could show you guys what I was doing. But I actually took and I cut this and I put another buckle on it. You can see this is originally sewn onto the back of the bag here. So there's been no adjustments made on this side of the bag, all right here. So I took and I cut that and I sewed that back into this PALS webbing. And what that does is it allows you to carry something underneath this bag, whether it's a tarp or a tent or some kind of a shelter system on the bottom of this, and still allows you to keep this strap down and tight and gain access to the top of the bag. So going through the bag, show you what I've got. Just got a little fillet knife. Thing is ancient, Normark, kind of a junky knife, but it works. In the top of the bag here, what I carry is a Cabela's flashlight, 125 lumens. Probably do a review on this with a flashlight review that we're going to do. Strike Force, a couple little D-ring clips. These are made by Night Eyes. They're actually pretty neat for rigging. You can do some awesome tie downs with this, and I'll do a separate review on that and how to use those. I have some Gorilla Tape that's just wound up onto some old credit cards. A couple of Bic lighters, super glue. There's also another slip pocket back here that I don't have anything in. In here I carry some quarters, some extra cash, a pocket saw, Walmart, compass, 2 glow sticks, and that's it for the top part there. There's also a front pouch here, which currently I only have a couple of zip ties in. It also has a nice little key keeper. Now the main compartment here, probably better if I turn this all the way around. Go through what I have in here. I try to carry a lot of food on me. Toilet paper, never know when. Some wet ones. Toothbrush, toothpaste. This pocket in the back. Got some packs of pink salmon. Great protein. Chicken and rice sides. You know, some of this stuff too, if I have it on me and I'm at work and I need to, you know, I forgot my lunch, I can always come in here, grab a thing of rice, grab some salmon, heat it up. So this isn't strictly, you know, pack it and forget it. You know, you always want to go through your bags and make sure that everything you have in there is fresh and to date. Roasted garlic, I actually packed this on 12/17/2011, and what I did is I actually went to Aldi's, and you can get some powdered potatoes. That's what these are. It's a roasted garlic powdered potato mix. Brought it home, I vacuum sealed it. Again, I'll probably do another video on how I do some of my food prep. But I've got a couple of those in here. So instant potatoes, some jasmine white rice, again vacuum sealed, trail mix, some more trail mix, some beef jerky, salt and pepper. Got a tarp down at the bottom, some cordage, a couple mil-spec trash bags. There's a nice pocket in the front here. It does have some loop field on the inside if you want to do concealed carry in there. On the back here it also has a loop field attachment. Have a crank flashlight with a built-in radio on the side. This is actually a diver's light, and it's a great signal light. If you're ever trapped somewhere, this thing can be seen in the air for, I believe it's like a mile away, something ridiculous like that. I have some Q-tips in here. I've got some tin foil in here. Got a little dollar store E-gear headlamp. This thing's pretty neat. Cheap, but works. Sharpie, tire pressure gauge. Keep a little book. Chewing gum. Rubber gloves. Have a little fishing kit. This is a I think this might have been a $5 challenge that we did at Walmart just to see what we could come up with for a fishing kit. Maybe it was a $20 challenge, but so we'll do another video on that for 20 bucks, what you can have for a fishing kit. Cliff bar. I keep just a couple extra rounds of .40 caliber kicking around. You never know when you're going to need it. That's the gun I use for an everyday carry, so I always keep a few extra rounds in my bag. This is Maxpedition's water bottle canteen holder. It's actually really nice, just like all Maxpedition's product. The only thing I don't like about it is in order to get the canteen out, you really have to kind of pull and fight with this to get this out of there. I actually bought this on Amazon, water bottle holder, and I don't know if you can see inside of there. I'm not going to pull it out, but that's the mil-spec canteen cup. It's got the handles on it so you can cook with that. Going through the FR1 pouch here on the front. Again, I've got this all attached right now. Maybe I should pull this off and do a separate review on it. But I'll kind of just go through the contents real quick. What I did is I wrapped the handle with 550 cord. It's always great to have 550 cord on you, and I think this is a great way to store it. Anytime you have a medical kit, guys, you always want to make sure you identify it as medical, so if somebody else were to help you out in a situation, they can identify that as medical equipment. Nice thing with this, it does open up to a nice clamshell opening. You have a couple paracord pull tabs here so you can adjust this as needed. This kit probably is not fully stocked. I have another one that I use. Again, this is kept in the trunk of my car all the time. Yeah. Why do I have this? Well, the story is I live pretty close to a nuclear power plant, so potassium iodine could save your life. Then again, if the power plant blows up, it's not going to matter anyway. Another Bic lighter. Redundancy is always a great thing. Got some tweezers in here. Neosporin, and what I actually did with this is, because the corners of these can be pretty sharp, I actually cut them just so you don't wear down, just an abrasive factor. I have some insect repellent with DEET, and as you can see, the heat of the day actually melted that. Look at that, it's pretty crazy. I haven't seen that before. Scissors, little flashlight. Actually have Advil in here. Lip balm, Vicks vapor inhaler, earwax removal drops. Now these are multi-function, and I'll go into that a little bit more in another video when I do a better review of the first aid kit that I carry. This is a splinter out kit, but I actually put a little sewing kit in here, so you've got some needle and thread in the back side, as long as a splinter out. If nobody knows what that is, it's basically a long piece of metal that's got a real sharp point on one end, helps you dig out splinters. Ace wrap, little syringe, Benadryl, Imitrex, that's about it for the back. Whole bunch of sting aids and alcohol prep pads, iodine pads, some wet towels, more alcohol prep pads. Celox, this is good for clotting blood. I believe the military uses this in some fashion. It's not the same type, it's more granules than what this is. Gauze pad, quick and clean. Inside of here I've just got a couple band-aids. This is a thermometer for checking your temperature. Some more band-aids. And that's about it. So it's not in any sense a trauma kit. There's some other things that I'd like to add into this, but again, I keep it in the trunk of my car. In my EDC bag that I carry around, I actually have a better first aid kit that's a little bit more set up for trauma. Anytime you have a first aid kit, you want to be trained on how to use the equipment that you have, whether it's CPR equipment. You know, you don't want to be giving CPR or any first aid to anybody that you don't know what you're doing. So I'd encourage everybody, if you don't know what you're doing in first aid, get trained on it. But all in all, this is what I carry in my Maxpedition Sabercat VersaPack. The kit itself, I think it's a great little kit. Is it comfortable to carry on long distance? I would say probably not, the way it's fashioned right now. I do have some Y suspenders at home that I picked up that I didn't have with me, so I'd show you how those hook up. But you know, overall, this thing is a lot of weight to carry on your back with just the waist strap, which I probably didn't show you guys yet. So the waist strap here, and if you didn't like this and you just wanted to carry it normally, you can actually take and tuck this in. Some Velcro here and slide these back in. As far as the size of the bag and the specs, check it out on Maxpedition's website at maxpedition.com and go from there.